This is Emily.
Hey, Emily, this is Dave Portnoy calling. I'm recording you right now, but I've noticed a bunch of people. It seems like you're sending. We have this pizza fest happening on Saturday, and you're reaching out to our advertisers, and you're basically sending an email that says, to the effect, Dave's a misogynist, racist. Do you want to defend yourselves advertising at this event, right?
I'm sorry, what's your name, Dave? I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the guy you're writing the article about, Dave Portnoy.
Oh, you're Dave Portnoy. Oh, hey, how are you?
Good.
Good. No, I'm not. I haven't said anything like that.
Well, I can read if you want. If you want, I can read what you actually sent. I have it.
Yeah, read, because I sent a bunch of notes, so I want to make sure I know which one.
Okay. We are planning to write about the festival and how some of the sponsors and participants have drawn criticism by seemingly to associate themselves with Dave Portnoy, who has a history of misogynic comments and other problematic behavior. I want to make sure that blank had a chance to respond to this, since the company is the most prominent of their partners of his festival.
Oh, that's the one I sent to, which was definitely the most pointed of them, because I really did want them to respond, and I was hoping to get something from them.
Do you think that's fair? Like, I totally disagree with the assertions of what you said, that misogynic and all that stuff. So, like, it kind of backs people into a corner. So I'm happy to go over anything. I mean, that is pretty pointed. You said you didn't do it. Then I have the exact evidence of you doing it. So
no, I didn't say I didn't do that. I said I did. That was the one that was the most pointed.
Well, no, that one before I provided proof, you said you didn't really remember doing that, and then I read it to you, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I did it that one time." So you did do it. I'm happy to talk about the comments, because to me, it's kind of like torturous interference. Like, we're doing an event. Everyone's happy about the event. I've raised $50 million for small business. I've helped pizzas. None of that. It's Dave's misogynic and problematic, and I'm happy to talk about it, because to me, nobody would like if someone's going around sending that email to their sponsors. And again, you're not like questioning. It's almost like a statement of fact. This is what I am. But that seems like a pretty straightforward question. That, have you made your mind up about me? If you can't answer that, no.
I can say I have not made my mind up about you.
Then why would you include that in the email to sponsors?
Because I was hoping for a dialogue with them. Sometimes you have to say something like, this is like, it's sort of a reporting tactic. When you want someone to respond, you kind of have to indicate that there might be something negative, and then you get them to engage. That's all I was trying to do. I really wanted them to engage with me.
That is a sad state of journalism, if that's a tactic that you have to, what I would say is make up something about somebody.
That there might be something negative, and so you want to give people a chance to respond and have a conversation with you. That's what I was trying to do.
But at the same time, you're saying you don't know that that's actually truth. So you're leading with something that you haven't done enough research to know if it's valid.
No. I'm saying there might be a fuller picture, and that's what I want to talk to you about. And I want to set up a time tomorrow morning, maybe like 10. Are you free at 10?
I got to do more research on you. I still don't have the vibe that you're going to give me any sort of fair shake.
Okay. Well, that's fair. I can tell you, and let me tell you the name if you want to look into me. You want to look. My colleague that I'm working with on the story, his name is Tim Carmen. He's also a food reporter at the Post, and I'd love for both of us to be on the call and just we can talk. I am happy to I definitely want some on the record stuff, but if there's stuff you want to tell me that you want to tell me on background or off the record, we can talk about all.
No, I'm always on the record. There's nothing I would ever say that is off the record.
I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so maybe you want to say tentatively 10 o'clock tomorrow?
Yes, I'll confirm tentatively. Now, the one thing I'd always ask, just like this is being recorded, I would record the interview tomorrow.
I didn't have a chance to hit record, so I'm not recording this call, but I get that you are. That's totally fine. I always anticipate that what I'm saying is going to be recorded or be used. I get that.
Okay. So that is a good step in establishing some degree of trust. So if you're fine with me recording tomorrow, then let's do 10 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. Do you want to call me on this number?
Sure. Yes.
So Barstool president Dave Portnoy called up the Washington Post after he caught wind that a reporter was reaching out to his advertisers and smearing him, basically. I don't see how this is not defamation. They were telling these advertisers that Dave was a misogynist and had problematic behavior, and using all of these buzzwords that people on the left like to use to shame people, to designate them as problems, as bad people. So Dave Portnoy actually, his solution for this was to call the Washington Post, find this reporter, and confront her and say, hey, I hear you're saying bad stuff about me. I hear you're calling all my advertisers. This was a great move, in my opinion. I think that this is how people should hold the media accountable. Anybody who is getting treated this way, with hit pieces, getting wrongfully labeled as such and such, this is illegal, and this is protected under the law. You can't just go and defame people and start smearing them and trying to get their advertisers to pull out of deals that have already been made by putting on pressure, the woke mob's pressure, right? Oh, you're doing business with a misogynist and a racist and a bad guy. What do you have to say for yourself? That is a way that brands will feel threatened by, like, oh, are you gonna come after me next? Are you going to put out there that we do business with somebody who you've called all these mean words? And really what this is bullying. This is just the woke mob doing what it does best, which is bullying people who have different opinions, who are basically not in lockstep with their agenda. And we see it happen over and over again. We see it happening to Trump. This is what they do. This is an old routine. And I'm glad that Dave Portnoy called them, confronted her, probably made her sweat a little bit, and she's going to think twice next time before she goes waving around the full weight of the Washington Post to smear people who she thinks she can get away with picking on. So anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this clip in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.